What is going on, everyone, and welcome to WreckTalk. I hope you're having a fantastic day today because it is. No, number one, there's college football. Number two, it's Fran Brown Friday. Now, it's been a while since Fran Brown has come out and said some dumb stuff. Like, let's just recap the things. The first time I became aware of Fran Brown's theater and pageantry and fake outrage was when we played them last year. Now, shout out to Syracuse. The last time we were ranked was before we played Syracuse. Haven't been ranked since we took that L to Syracuse up until this point. Just got ranked again. I went all the way to Syracuse to take an L and bring it all the way back to Atlanta. Now, cards on the table, there are things I like about Fran Brown. Like, I think Fran Brown's a decent coach. I think he's a decent dude. But the theater and pageantry, the fake outrage, is a little tiresome. Now, as long as you're winning, stupid things you do or say, people don't care. The minute that you start struggling, though, we see this with Dabo Swinney. Just did a video about him. He completely crashed out for no reason, and it's because he's struggling. So now people aren't going to overlook the stupid and silly things that he does. Now, before we played Syracuse, Fran Brown decided to feign outrage that Brent Key didn't pretend they were best friends. Brent Key said, yeah, we were on staff together for, a few seconds, years and years ago. And Fran Brown, in a press conference, took direct personal offense to this, which was weird. He got mad when the band was practicing, was at Boston College or Wake Forest, whoever the hell they were playing. Fran Brown while they were kicking field goals. Fran Brown comes back and says, look, man, you don't play tubas and shit while we kicking field goals, man. This is Dart up in here. He says he doesn't shower after losses, which means he might be a stinky son of a bitch this season. It's going to be rough. Also credit to Syracuse fans because unlike the Colorado fans, they didn't pretend like they were going to be better this year when they lose literally everyone that made their team good. Now, what is it? Angeli's their quarterback. I think he's passed for more yards up to this point than Kyle McCord did last year. Is he leading the nation in passing yardage? He's up there if he's not leading it. So passing game's been doing well. Problem is Syracuse defense struggled. Oh, he also made people lightly jog after their overtime win against the juggernaut of UConn. So he's back in the news again. And I mean, there's an epidemic of coaches doing stuff. And it's kind of fitting that Dabo was in the news because Dabo wants to talk about all the conference titles and whatnot he won. Fran Brown said he'd mail him a Christmas card last year because without Georgia Tech and Syracuse beating Miami last year, Clemson wouldn't have been in the ACC title last year. So let's hear what our boy Fran Brown has to say.
How you deal with guys getting poached?
I don't even care, bro. Dudes be trying to push up on my wife. She bad. It's just the game, right?
Yeah.
That's what.
Dudes be trying to push up on my wife. She's bad. All right. Doesn't quite answer the question, but go ahead. Now, he's talking about people. He's talking about tampering. That's what he's talking about.
They do. I don't care, but don't let me find out, and then I see, because I ain't no bitch.
Yeah.
Right?
But you take it that personal, if a school comes in and gets a guy?
But I'm gonna come at you, yo,
Right.
what's up, yo?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see you, right?
Yeah.
There's a couple dudes I called, and they try, hey, lose my line. You better
Damn.
Shut up.
So, first of all, this also goes in the same category of Dabo Swinney of empty threats. Fran Brown ain't gonna do shit if someone calls one of his players. You want to know why? You want to know why whenever someone comes out and a coach comes out and talks about tampering, why they won't ever name a name? Because they do it too. Do you think all the people they got from Ohio State last year, they waited until it was officially okay to contact those guys? No. Every coach in the country does this. Fran Brown included, Brent Key at Georgia Tech included, because you can't regulate it. They all have agents. You can use proxies. It is what it is. Also saying I ain't no bitch is kind of hilarious. But but you're not going to do anything. Like, what are you going to do, Fran Brown? Go kick someone's ass if they contact one of your players? No, you're not. Now, as I said before, as long as you're winning, people will overlook this stuff. If things take a turn for the worse, like let's look at Syracuse's schedule moving forward. I know it's a good bit more difficult than last year. I don't know how difficult it is in general. So they get drugged by Tennessee, who took Georgia to the wire. Probably should have beat Georgia, but kicking matters. Kicking matters. Struggle win over UConn, 27-20 in overtime. And then you play the toothpaste school, Colgate, last week. Now, you got Clemson on the road this week. So you got Clemson in Death Valley. This is going to be a major test for both schools. Clemson fan base, team probably feeling as down right now as they have maybe ever under Dabo, just considering how, like, that press conference and how things went, and Dabo wagging his finger to the whole fan base. That's a noon game. Duke, who's also, they got drugged by Tulane. They got drugged by Illinois. At SMU, that could be a tough team to buy. Pitt, who just lost to West Virginia, who lost to Ohio. At Georgia Tech, I've got a buddy coming down for that game. I'll be at that game. That'll be a tough one for you. North Carolina, as much as I think you lost last year, Bill Belichick's an absolute joke. Bill Belichick, you'll win that one. At Miami will be a drag. By Notre Dame, Boston College. So, as I said in the preseason, making a bowl for Syracuse, I think, would be the goal. But I guess to finish this out, Fran Brown, stop with the fake outrage, the theater. It's weird to me that you have to make stuff up to get yourself, I guess, mentally, or that's how it comes off to me. Like, I have to make something up to be mad about so that I can be prepared for the game. You're not going to do shit if anyone contacts your players. They're going to contact your players after you said that. They were contacting them before, like at every school. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Talk to you guys later.